For the longest time, on various sports talk shows and in barbershops all across the country, there's been an ongoing debate about who is the greatest NBA player of all time, aka the GOAT. But why is that even a question? I mean, can we really just narrow it down to one guy? Is that really fair? Well, let's break down what attributes, in fact, make someone the GOAT. Chapter 1, the criteria. Names like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the late great Kobe Bryant, and of course the late great Bill Russell always seem to come up in the majority of these conversations. But what is the criteria for being the GOAT? Here's a clip from 2013 from who many people say is the undisputed GOAT, talking about two other guys in this debate.
Kobe or LeBron?
Well, I mean, that's a tough one. I would say, in terms of dominance of the game of basketball at this stage, is LeBron.
Dominance. Now that's definitely an attribute that one has to have in order to be considered a great. And that's pretty much in every sport. When I think of dominant figures in the history of the NBA, I think of Shaq, Wilt. But it's more than power. In order to be truly dominant, you gotta get buckets. That's one of the main aspects of the game, right? Let's take a look at the all-time leading scorers list. Here we see 4 out of my 5 GOAT candidates are in the top 5 of this list, with LeBron leading the pack. Side note, LeBron's still playing. He's going to continue to rack up points and pull far away from these other guys. But that's not enough to consider him the GOAT, is it? Let's go back to that conversation with Michael Jordan. See what he got to say.
Championship-wise, Kobe Bryant.
Oh yeah, chips. That definitely has to be a part of the GOAT criteria, right? But let's take a look at how these greats fared when it came down to rings. Jordan has 6 chips with 6 final appearances, giving him an impressive 100%, while Kobe has 5 chips with 7 appearances, putting him at a solid 71%. We got Cap coming in with 6 championships out of 10 appearances, giving him a cool 60%, and Bron with 4 chips, 10 appearances, giving him a below average of 40%. Now what if I told you there's a guy out there with 11 championships, 12 appearances, and 2 of them he was coaching and playing at the same time? That's right, my man Dollar Bill. So does that make him the GOAT? See, it can't be judged solely off rings, because let's not forget, Big Shot Bob got 7 of them things, and he's never in nobody's GOAT discussion. Let's take a look at some of these individual accolades, see if we can narrow it down some. As you can see, we got a total of 21 league MVP awards, with Kareem leading the pack with 6, MJ and Bill Russell with 5, Bron with 4, and surprisingly, Kobe with only 1. Each guy has multiple All-Star appearances along with All-Star Game MVPs, except for Kareem. All of these greats also have multiple Finals MVPs, all except for Russell. But check this out. The Finals MVP didn't even exist back then when Russell was playing, and the award would later be known as the Bill Russell Award. So, I guess it speaks for itself. Chapter 2, Popular Opinion. One of the main factors in the GOAT debate, if not the most important, is popular opinion. The more popular a guy becomes, the bigger case for his GOAT debate. Another aspect is cultural influence. Now when it comes down to popularity, influence, and even fashion, we can all agree that it gets no bigger than the airness himself, Michael Jordan. As we can see from a study in 2019, no NBA player past or present has sold more shoes than MJ. And at the time, he hadn't played in over 15 years. Now that's what I call cultural impact. It's when the actual person becomes bigger than the athlete. The guy becomes a brand, and with the perfect timing and genius marketing, a megastar is born right before our very eyes. But in order to become that, a player has to bring something to the table, and that's something I like to call changing the game. When Jordan came into the league, he brought a sense of excitement back into a fading NBA. With his extraordinary athleticism, MJ birthed a whole new generation in how they played the game, from dazzling between the leg dunks to high-flying acrobatic plays. So is it safe to say without MJ, there would be no Kobe or LeBron? Or at least how we know them today. Kareem also contributed in changing the game. His patented skyhook, although never imitated or duplicated, remains one of the most unstoppable shots in basketball history. Bill Russell changed the game as well. With his uncanny rebounding ability, he was able to revolutionize the fast break.
In my estimation, the guy that has to be there would be Bill Russell, who won 11 championships as a player. The idea of what excellence is when you win championships.
Now, some folks say the level of competition was not much of a challenge for Russell. However, not being able to eat with your team or use the same interests, bathroom, or water fountain due to racism and still be expected to go out and perform at an MVP level every night may just balance the degree of difficulty Bill was faced with. I mean, come on, man. The man got more rings than he got fingers. Clutch Gene. Jerry West was known as Mr. Clutch. He's also the NBA logo, but he ain't the GOAT. So let me ask you, what is clutch? Well, according to Webster's dictionary, the definition of clutch is simple: made or done in a crucial situation, successful in a crucial situation. Let's take a look at some clutch moments from some of these greats.
Bryant, Kobe takes the ball to the basket. Kobe's got it near midcourt. 5 seconds remaining. Looking off the dribble. Pump fake. They score with Kobe again. 0.9 seconds remaining. Gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer as the Cavaliers have pulled it out to tie the series. Shot by James.
Spencer Haywood is out there. Nixon, Magic Johnson, and Kareem. Ford sends it to Kareem. Sky hook up and good. Lakers win. Score it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has given the Los Angeles Lakers a victory.
Chapter 3, the conclusion. So in conclusion, who in fact is the GOAT? Is it decided by jaw-dropping statistics or championship banners? Should we base it off cultural influence and popularity or dominance and longevity? Well, the answer is all of that. See, the truth is, all of these guys are the GOAT. And when I say that, I'm talking about the G.O.A.T, greatest of their era. And if you were lucky enough to witness at least 3 of these guys in their prime, you definitely witnessed greatness.